Good morning, friends and family, and happy Friday to you. Today is Lion Pride Day and our virtual Spirit Week. We hope you had a great time with all of that this week. Mrs. Bickford said she got some great pictures, so she's going to put those in a slideshow and get them out to everyone. Today is April 24th, 2020. And like I said, we finished our fourth week. So congratulations, New Midway Woodsboro. Congratulations. Today, um, everybody should be wearing their Lion Pride shirts. Mrs. Olson's got hers on today, or Walkersville colors. So the whole Walkersville theater pattern has been doing this all week, and I can't wait to see all the pictures. Mrs. Bickford told me she's got some great ones. So I forgot to announce some birthdays on Monday this week. So on Monday, Brandon Gagnon and Grayson P. in first grade celebrated. Tuesday, Dakota Frazier had a birthday, and today, Mr. B and Skyland Teagarden are celebrating. I can just imagine the cakes that you guys have eaten this week. So, congratulations and happy birthday. I have a good many shout outs today. Mrs. Bickford says she wants to shout out to those families who sent me pictures for Virtual Spirit Week. It's not too late to be included in our virtual week share your pride video. So, get those pictures into her. Shout out to Mrs. Bickford for helping with technology issues. This technology is hard to stop. Yes, it's hard for everybody. It's hard for students and teachers and parents, everybody. We're all going through this together. Miss Tokar says she gives a shout out to Mrs. Dirtsball for keeping me smiling. We talk at 10 o'clock each day to check in on each other and to help one another with planning and technology. I look forward to our 10 o'clock time each day. Shout out to our second graders for each logging in 2 hours of Dreambox last week. A huge shout out to Eliana, Jamie, Jackson, Lily, Wyatt, Nathaniel, and Parker for logging in over 3 hours on Dreambox. They went above the expectation. I am so proud. Awesome job, guys. Mrs. Kitsko said, I'd like to shout out to my class for doing a great job using new tools like Google Drawing and Flipgrid to share their thinking in math. She said her family has been baking a lot of yummy treats. We have also started doing themed dinners each week. That sounds like fun. My daughter is in charge of coming up with the theme. We have done pajamas, just like you're going to an amusement park, and Tiger King characters. I've also been learning more about our local farms and farmers markets during this time so that we can support local businesses and get fresh meat and produce. It's been fun learning more about what our awesome community has to offer. I love that. Mrs. Olin says she'd like to thank the pre-K families for adapting my lessons when they don't have the supplies. Also do a shout out for all pre-K kids because I love their videos and pictures they post with their learning activities. As for me, Mrs. Olin says she's hanging out with her dog and two cats, had to get both college kids. One moved home until next year and redoing her bedroom, and the other brought 11 loads of laundry home. He went back on Sunday for finals. Mrs. Olin also sent me pictures of her husband sporting the mask she had made him. Miss Ottinger says she attached some photos of some lion cubs in her studio. My daughter's making cards for family members, hiking in the woods by my house, and the wildflowers we saw on a hike. She thought they were Jack in the Pulpit and May apples. So that's cool. Lots of fun or beautiful flowers coming out this time of year. Mrs. Custer says my shout out is for Mrs. Reese. She folded, stuffed, and prepared all the report card envelopes to be mailed. Thanks so much for your help. I had been baking, but I had to stop that because I like to eat my baked goods too much. And the cold, rainy, and windy weather has kept me from walking off those baked goods, she said. We have cleared our dining room table and have started putting puzzles together as a family. We're having a lot of fun with that. Yep. Miss Torres writes, my family and I have been going on long walks together outside, and we have also been doing a lot of baking together. Henry is becoming quite the baker. Yes. Henry's getting ready to welcome his new little baby sister soon. Mrs. Ellis has been spending a lot of time with her kids, Avery and Roman. We have been doing some science experiments and spending time outside when the weather is nice. Mrs. Ellis misses seeing everyone's smiling faces and hopes everyone is working hard on their schoolwork, spending time outside, and staying safe. Yeah, and she sent me pictures of her kids doing a science experiment. That was fun. Mrs. Clifford says, I'm taking walks with my family and dog Daisy. I am also enjoying reading aloud Wonder currently, and I went to school on Sunday to pick up several other books that I can read aloud for students. I am helping my boys with their online learning and exercising every day, or almost every day, she says. Mrs. Sturtzball says Brantley Haynes, J.C. Inskeep, and Levi Cooley Abrick are doing a super job on Dreambox. Awesome. Hunter Putman is working super hard on his assignments and is even doing some work on Saturday. Come on, Hunter. Thanks, Hunter. Mrs. Simon says the first grade is doing a fantastic job with distant learning. I myself am learning new tech tricks, which is quite a feat for me, she says. And Mrs. Eves writes in, says, I'm cooking more, some baking, lots of walking. And I'm sure her little doggie is happy about that. Well, that's it for today. I had a lot of shout outs and shout out to everyone. Hope everyone's fine. Remember, you can send me your shout outs. Send me an email and tell me what your family's been up to at lois.olson@fcps.org, and I'll put it on the air. Talk to you soon. Have a great weekend.